Hey YouTube, how are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? I have no idea how to start my videos, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I thought I'll dig out my Xbox games and show them off. And what I'm thinking of doing is like do it once a year or something like that. So I've no idea. I got a couple of stacks of games here, okay? And then maybe if I do another one in a year's time, see how my progress is going, you know? The Xbox is a game I thoroughly enjoyed it back in the day. You can argue it was the golden age of gaming, maybe. And I had Xbox, I had a GameCube, but the GameCube back then was my second console. Oh, my hat's not on straight. But the Xbox was my main. And then I had the PS2 just to get the games. Like I remember Final Fantasy X. I wanted Soul Calibur 2 because you had the special characters, unique characters on there. There's a couple of other games, but the Xbox was my main console. And funny enough, as I was bringing the games out, like I bet a lot of people, they saw Halo, they go in the shop and they see Halo, and it was like, what is that? That's amazing. But I remember the full story, right? So would have been 2002, and I know I don't look like it, but I used to swim. Not swim for a living or anything, but I used to be a competitive swimmer. And my brother, who's a year older, just over a year older than me, he swam in the 2002 Commonwealth Games. He had to jump through so many hoops. He was the Welsh record holder for 50 freestyle. And my main event was, looking back, it was probably 100 backstroke. I'm talking swimming language now, so sorry guys if you don't understand. But butterfly was I thought was my main event. And I'd quit swimming. I left. I was at an age where I could get a job and earn some money. So I would have been 21 in 2002. So 2021. So I loved having a paycheck, and swimming wasn't going to pay the bills. So I quit swimming, got a job. Then I thought, no, I'll go back swimming. I think I had like 6 months or a year off or something swimming. But I kept fit, you know, going to the gym and all that shit. A little bit of running here and there. And so I quit. I put everything into swimming. And it was this last competition where you had to do these fucking really hard qualifying times. I don't think I would have done it if I'm being realistic, but I didn't know, and we'll never know. I must have eaten something. I was sad spewing everywhere. I didn't get nervous. I don't get nervous. It's I know how to handle nerves, you know, or I channel nerves into like a positive thing. I've always been able to do it. My brother, on the other hand, used to spew when he was known, right? Stephen Swimming. My brother's name's Stephen. Stephen swimming now, get the bucket, because you'd just be sick all the time. Then go in and just kick everyone's ass. And then it's like, oh, yeah, not feeling too good. That's the way he was. But, yeah, so my health let me down at the last fucking minute. I missed my race because I couldn't stop being sick. And I'm very rarely sick. So it was nice, great. My brother qualified for the Commonwealth Games. Yeah, well done. Brilliant, you know. But then it was like, I should have been going as well. At the time, that's how I felt. So I really was depressed, right? It's probably my first time ever experiencing depression. Obviously, didn't know what it was back then, you know. And so I thought I'm going to cheer myself up. I remember it was £220 for the Xbox with Halo. And I had something like £221 in the bank. So I thought, fuck it, I don't care. I'll just go buy that. And it cheered me right up. So it was the reason I bought it was quite sad, but I got so many good memories of the Xbox. Anyway, thank you if anyone is still there after that shit story I just told. But I like sharing my gaming experiences with you online as well. Look how big this fucking hoodie is. I haven't worn this hoodie for ages, and I've recently got back into training, like running. I've been for 11k run this morning. It's massive on me. I'm feeling pretty good, like, you know. I could see how big I used to be. Anyway, right, so I'll just go through. I think I've got them. I just grabbed them off the shelf. They're in 3 big piles. I'll just go. There should be an alphabet. No, there should be an alphabetical order. Russell, cut that out, please, my editor, Russell. Cheers, Russell. I pay my editor in clout, see, because I'm such a big YouTube channel, you know. I got 150 subscribers. Wow. I'm a twat. I'll start from Y. Let's just get going, is it? On fucking hell. Is Jaeger. I only picked this up last week. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But, I shall let you know. So I haven't got much to say about that one. How can I do this? Oh, an awesome game. Thief Deadly Shadows. I had a ton of fun playing this game. I'll have to play it again to see how it holds up, you know. I bought this in Curry's when I was working in Curry's. We used to have some insane deals. I bought like a couple of games at the same time. It sat on my shelf for something like 12 months. And then I was living with this girl and she picked it up and she goes, oh, let's play this tonight. Really good relationship, right? Where she liked gaming, but she preferred watching someone else play. Happy fucking days. And some games you have the strategy guide, so she'd be reading through the strategy guide while I'd be playing. So it's a perfect team for me, you know. So we had a ton of fun, and it's one really creepy level. I remember arguing with a boy before saying games aren't scary. They can't be scary. It's not real. It's just a game. This is the first time I ever got scared playing a video game. The jump scares and stuff, if I remember right. It's like a children's orphanage, like a haunted children's orphanage. It's closed down, but there's ghosts or whatever running around in there. It's a fantastic game. It's much better than the one that came out on the PS4 anyway. A game I haven't played. I forgot I had it. The Thing. This is an early release. Really good looking game, actually. I'm a massive fan of the movies as well, all three of them. I'll have to get around to playing that. I'll have to show my Xbox a bit more love, you know. A game, I think I paid £1 for this, because it's got the price label still on it. Unreal Championship. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played it yet. I'm really sorry. I can tell by the weight of it. This CIB. Fucking hell. Another game I haven't played. The Warriors. It's Rockstar. It's an amazing movie. It's got to be good. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So shame on me for not playing it. Out of anyone, I choose to make a video game out of the Warriors. If you didn't know, the Warriors is I think it's a 70s film. And I think my brother was reading years ago when we had a VHS player. He was reading the newspaper and it said, there's a film on tonight called The Warriors, and he knew how to program it to set the timer. So he recorded it and it was like, you fucking genius, because this movie's outstanding. So of any company, game developer company to I would pick to make this game, it's got to be Rockstar, you know. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Glitch came over a couple of months ago. I haven't seen him for a while, actually. And I don't know, he just opened it up. He said, you got that? That's an amazing game. Where's the fucking disc gone? I have no idea where the disc has gone. I gotta be honest, if I'm in the mood to get back into this kind of world, you know, I'm gonna go and play Skyrim, let's be honest. I like the games, but it's not the be-all and end-all. And it's the really old Ubisoft. Can you see that? The really old Ubisoft logo. I'm seeing it in black like that. Wow. Game I picked up's £1. I only picked it up because it's got the only on Xbox seal of approval, as I call it, on there. A good looking game, but I am going very slowly, pacing myself. I'm going for the only on Xbox full collection. I'm not going to go and break the bank. Some of the games are like 40 quid, but some of them are like 50p. I think CX is selling this for 50p. But I got this in Retro Stash in Port Talbot. Oh, sorry, my back is itching. Yeah, I got this from Retro Stash in Port Talbot. And in CX, I had it for 50p, but it was janked. You know what I mean? God knows what suspicious stains were on the front of it. And then I went to Retro Stash and they had it. Okay, it's twice as expensive, £1. 50 pence more, but it looks really good. It is complete in box. So whoever had that actually either never played it or really looked after it. Oh, it's another only on Xbox game, but this game is a bag of shite. Tao Fang, Fist of the Lotus. Reason I remember picking it up, other than it's only on Xbox, is from one of the creators, or from the co-creator of Mortal Kombat. Oh, it's a bag of shit. It's a bag. Don't bother getting it. I do not recommend it. One of the best looking games of all time, SVC Chaos. But one of the cheapest, nastiest games of all time. I don't think my video of this has gone up yet. It has been pre-recorded on Around the World of 80 Fighting Games. I didn't get past stage 1. And as close to rage quit. I didn't rage quit, but as close to rage quit as you can get. What's the opposite of rage? I happy quit that game. It's about 7-minute video. So check that out when it goes up. This is the third strike as far as I'm concerned. It's got the movie on there. It's the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. It's got Hyper Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter Third Strike and the original 1994 animated movie on there, okay? But I've got the DVD copy. I've got the really good copy where it's got the Japanese and the American soundtracks on there. So I think the American soundtrack's a bit better in my opinion. But yeah, if I want to play Third Strike, which I have played on the channel, but this Third Strike, the arcade version on the 30th anniversary collection. But yeah, that's an awesome piece of artwork on the cover there, isn't it? Another game, loads of fun. I don't think this is a game I kept from back in the day. It's another only on Xbox game. Sadeki. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a really good RPG. No, I don't think a lot of people are aware how good this game is. If I remember right, you got 4 characters, and each character, it's an action RPG, okay? And each character's got their own special ability. The geek guy at the back, he's like a scientist or something. He's got a gun, so it turns into a first-person shooter. I think this lady's got like a wand, so that's a first-person shooter. And then the other two, she reminds me of Shiki from Samurai Showdown. The other two have got like swords, or she's got like Wolverine kind of blades. Yeah, it's a really good, fun game. It does reward you for leveling up. Yeah, definitely recommend that. I don't know if it's an expensive game, but if it's under a tenner, fucking get it. Trust me. Okay, this is a funny one. I've got 2 versions of Obi-Wan for the Star Wars for the Xbox. Can you notice a difference? Why have I got 2 copies? I'm actually in the market for a 3rd copy as well. They're slightly different. Now, I bought this one originally and got it from CEX. And I got in CX Commando years ago. This is very early when I started getting back into gaming, when I decided I was going to be a retro game collector. Bought this, bought a stack of games, and then normally I've got an idea in my head of how much I'm spending. And I'd say it should have been 38 quid or something I was spending. It was like 32 quid. I was like, oh, it's cheaper. What's going on here? And basically, he hadn't scanned that. I didn't realise till I got home. So he gave me this for free. Put it in. And I had fond memories of this. What I remember, my favourite thing with this is the way one of the analog sticks, I think it's the right analog stick, how do I explain it? You, like, if you want to swing your lightsaber right, you do that motion on the analog stick. It's really unique, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I really got to grips with it. It was a bit of a learning curve at the start, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got good memories. I did finish it, and I played this at a happy time in my life. So I thought, yeah, that's the nostalgia coming back, reminding of a good time in your life, And it's fucking French, and as far as I can tell, you can't change the language. So I was like, damn it! Next time I see that, I'll buy it. So next time I saw it, I bought it. And this fucking version doesn't work. I can't remember. It might have been an eBay. I think it might more likely was an Amazon CEX pickup. Russell, edit that out, please. Cheers, fam. Yeah. So and it doesn't work. So I'm in the market for fucking 3rd version or copy of that game. But it's worth it. It's a very good. It's around by the 8 quid mark. Another good Star Wars game, Jedi Knight Academy. When I had this, it was pretty much everyone I knew, or everyone I was working in Curry's at the time. Everyone in Curry's had this game for Christmas. So it came in on Boxing Day and working. And what did you get? We all had this, so we were all like rushing to see who could, 2 or 3 nights and he'd finished it. Yeah, very good game. It's always good to be lightsaber wielding character even. Rustle that out, edit that out, Russell. I can tell I'm tired now. Yeah, we went for a hard run today. It was hills, so my dog hasn't, he's been sleeping all day, bless him. Okay, back on track. Edit that bit out, Russell. Star Wars Republic Commando. I have played that in the last 2 to 3 years, and I've also picked it up. I had a bargain with that pod racer game as well, but this is on the PS4 as well. So once I finish with The Division, that might be the next game I play. I'll do the next 2 together then, because I don't want this video to go on for too long. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, very good fun games. This was, funnily enough, the first RPG I ever played. And apparently they've announced, I'm pretty sure they have announced they're redoing it, haven't they? They're giving it what I call the Final Fantasy VII treatment, Very good story. I have talked about this on my channel before, so all I'm going to say on that is buy it if you haven't already got it in thy collection. Another game, I'll do the next 2 together. Outstanding fun games. I think this was my #1 game, and I did my top 3 Tuesday on Xbox. It was either this or Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think it was this, though, was my #1. This is my favourite Star Wars game of all time. It's perfect. The graphics even hold up today, I wish when they did, how easy was it for EA? All you had to do was when they did the ones, was it 2016 or whatever they came out, the new versions of these, do that game with HD graphics. Boom, millionaires. You'd think they like money, wouldn't you? Awesome game, Soul Calibur 4. Awesome game, Soul Calibur 2. This version, everybody knows by now. You've got my guy Spawn. He's a badass. He's fantastic. He's one of my favourite guest characters of all time. Serious Sam 2. I love this game, right? It's very good graphics, right? It's typical overkill. If you've never played a Serious Sam game, it's first person. Really good sense of humour game. I played it like 4, maybe 5 hours straight. Turned my Xbox off. I'll go back to that, have some food, come back up. I forgot you had to save. It's so used to these days. Every level, it'd save. So it literally, I had to start from the beginning, not a couple of levels, progress, the beginning. So I was like, you fucking kidding me? But it still hurts, so I haven't got the urge to go back to that just yet. Another one, Serious Sam, the first one. More of the same. I have finished that. I learnt my lesson with Serious Sam 2. I saved on that one. Wolfenstein, or Return to Castle Wolfenstein. A forgotten game. Not many people talk about this anymore. I really enjoyed this. I actually played this first time on the PC. I think the PC is the superior version. I only dabbled with PC gaming. Shout out Luxton. I'm pretty sure it was Luxton that came to visit one day. And he just installed it. I didn't know how it all worked. He said, yeah, you got Wolfenstein now. I was like, what, for free? How much do I owe you? And he was like, I just copied it onto this disc or whatever his magic that he did. I think he hacked into the mainframe, upgraded my flux capacitor, and I was good to go. I think that's what he said, something like that anyway, but I'm not an expert when it comes to PC gaming. Might surprise you. But yeah, very good game, but the PC version is far superior. I didn't know this was only an Xbox game. The Chronicles of Redick, Escape from Butcher Bay. The first thing I see this is that shower scene. He climbs, either drops down into a shower or he comes through the drain or something. The graphics are like, wow, every tile is a very good game. I bought it because I was a massive fan of, not the first one, the second Redick. It's an amazing film. I really enjoyed that. And I was pleasantly surprised how good it is. It expands the universe. Basically, it's like a prison break in Redick world. So he gets put in a maximum security prison. He escapes, he gets caught. Put him in another maximum security prison. He escapes, he gets caught, rinse and repeat. It kind of is that simple, but it is done in a very fun way, okay? A recent game I picked up, so Rainbow Six, Black Arrow. I'm not sure which is the older one of these. I very recently talked about them, so I'll just skim over them. I've tons of fun playing that when I was younger. Oh, a game I was excited to have this. So as you can see, it was $1.99 or 3 for £5. This obviously must have been from Retribution in Llanelli. So yeah, great. I think this wasn't. I always struggle to find 3, but this wasn't one. I thought, yeah, I've been after that game for a long time. Got home, put it on my shelf. Already fucking had it tonight, like a dumbass that I am. But it's not like I paid a lot of money for it, you know. Another new addition to the family is Project Gotham Racing. If you go on CEX website, nearly every CEX in the UK is showing they got this in stock, but not many of them have got this version. They've got the Classics collection, and it just looks a lot nicer. I had this back in the day. I know I say it every fucking video, but I had a ton of fun with that. I don't know why they stopped doing them. Para? Yeah, good first-person shooter. Give me Turok vibes. I'm not saying there's dinosaurs and stuff in there, but I haven't played that for a very long time. Another game I haven't played for a long time, Panzer Dragoon. Good game. It's a very collectible game for the Sega Saturn. I think I saw it dirt cheap somewhere, and I'm talking £1, £2. I don't know how much this goes for, but I thought, yeah, I'll get it. And when I'm in the mood to play something like that, I know I'll thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, now this game, I bought this. This came out on my birthday one year. I think I just went to Swansea one year on my birthday, and I had money burning a hole in my pocket. Thought, this sucks. I remember the Oddworld, the other one that came out. I remember this one. I forgot I had that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. This, I think, was an early Xbox game. Again, they got that only on Xbox thing. I loved what's that guy's name? And he's in that squeaky wheelchair. It just makes me giggle, you know. So I thought, I didn't know there was another one out. And yeah, I remember they had this on a demo. It was Game, and Game used to be, they had a concession inside Debenhams. And the guys are really good in there. I was on first name basis with one or two of them. I used to sell them DVDs and stuff like that, you know. Nothing dodgy. Yeah, so I remember I said, have a go at that. He's telling me about it. I thought, fucking, it's really impressed me. And it's a very good looking game. It still holds up. I think it's out on the PlayStation 4 digital store. Ninja Gaiden. This game's hard as balls. It's a very good looking game. If you're in the mood for some punishment or you want to test your skills, yeah, see how you fare with that. Very good game. MotoGP. It's the MotoGP Ultimate Racing Technology 2. So this is before or maybe it's 2002. I can't remember. What's Rossi riding? He's on the Repsol Honda. So that was Rossi. He was untouchable on the Repsol Honda. The only people that could beat Rossi back in those days was Rossi if he came off, you know. I'll tell you how good Rossi was. When I went to Donington to watch Valentino Rossi one year, he was on the NSR 500, and he Max Biaggi qualified fastest, and then it started to rain, because Rossi was notorious for waiting till right at the end of qualifying, then just putting an insanely fast lap in. But typical British weather, it started to rain and it started to piss down. And Rossi qualified 11th. I thought, fuck, it's my first time coming up to see him. He'd be lucky to get anywhere near the podium. And he still won. That's how good Rossi was back then on the Honda. But anyway, get back to the game. I haven't played it this time round, but when I had the Xbox originally, this is a big deal. A lot of people are playing that game. It's a very hard game, though. Mortal Kombat Deception and Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, or Mortal Kombat 5. Haven't played these. I can't remember which one I have played back in the day. I'm going to do a drinking game now, right? Every time I say fucking back in the day, you got to drink 2 fingers worth of whatever you're drinking, okay? Don't blame me if I turn you all into alcoholics, okay? But back in the day, yeah, you, 2 fingers. There you go. Good man. So I was on a bit of a Mortal Kombat kick, but what put me off? I can't remember. I think it was Mortal Kombat 9, the one that came out on the PS3. I just had a bad experience with it, so I'll get back to them. You know, Mortal Kombat 10 and 11 are my comfort zone, Mortal Kombat, but then 9 was old school hard, so these are probably hard as balls as well, aren't they? Oh, I'm really happy to have this in the collection. Midway Arcade Treasures 2. Awesome. I've recently picked it up, so you got Rampage, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. I think it's got Primal Rage, so these are the arcade versions as well. Yeah, I thought Mortal Kombat 1 was on there, but it's just 2 and 3. But I've got Mortal Kombat 1 on my Master System, so I'll have to make do with that one. Men of Valor. As you can see, I only paid 50p. Haven't played it yet. I only bought it a couple of weeks ago. Medal of Honor Frontline. This was a big deal back in thy day. A drink up. This was actually either the second or third game I had for the Xbox. Halo obviously was the first game. Amazing. This back in the day, drink up. This was a big deal. I know everyone talks about, because Saving Private Ryan was amazing. It still is an amazing film, isn't it? It doesn't hold back how hard the war must have been, put it that way. And it's kind of, in your head, if you played it now, it's nothing like it. But it far back then, it was like, oh my God, I'm playing Saving Private Ryan. It's exactly the same as the movie. Yeah, so that wowed me. And the third game I got then was Hitman. It's in here somewhere, Hitman 2. And then I just assumed every single game is going to be at that level. These games were so good back then. I can't remember what it was, the one that burst my bubble. I was like, not all the games are amazing. These games I played one of them, Mech Assault 2 and Mech Assault. This one's named after me, the Lone Wolf. I'm the Lone Wolf. Yeah, I played the demo. Who remembers a lot of these games come with a demo, okay? And yeah, it was a ton of fun. But these, I remember I never saw them in the sale back in the day, drink up. Yeah, I never saw them. And I think in the store in Swansea Market, he had them for a reasonable price and very good minty condition. So I snagged them off of him. Awesome game alert. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I haven't played this yet on Around the World with 80 Fighting Games. But I've only got 12 videos left to film. So it's definitely going to appear in there at some point. So most of my games I got left are pretty good games now. Like almost up to this standard, you know. If you haven't played that, go and play it. Or finish watching my video. Subscribe. Send me money. Send me food. Then go and buy that. Thank you in advance. New game to the collection. I only recently picked this up. I couldn't get into it back in the day, drink up. But I didn't understand. I thought it was like a hack and slash kind of game, but it's not. There's more strategy to it, if I remember. And me and my fiancé at the time, we were like, what is this shit? And we just took it back, traded in or whatever the next week. Good game. I haven't played this since I had it back in the day, drink up. Yeah, but it was basically, I bought this. I think it was Knights of the Old Republic 1 came out, then this, then Knights of the Old Republic 2, if I remember right. And it's brilliant. You can choose to be like a smaller, faster kung fu guy, a bigger brute kind of thing. I always used to play as the smaller guy. Nobody seems to be talking about it anymore. Once I get back through my backlog, I'm going to give this another go, you know. Okay, we're down to the final pile. Another game I've recently acquired, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. I was inspired by my favourite YouTuber, Ren, or Great Men Taking Over the World. Go check out his channel. Once you subscribed, once you sent me money, once you bought food, once you bought that game I just told you about. But yeah, go and check out Great Men Taking Over the World. They are an amazing YouTube channel. I'll do the next two together then to save time. Hitman Contracts, 50p. Are you kidding me? That's an amazing game for 50p. And Hitman 2. This is the game I was taught. This was either the second or third game I ever owned on thy Xbox. It's brilliant. I love the fact that you try to like go in disguise, or you look at the map and go, oh, there's a point of interest. I'll go check out there. And then you go, oh, fuck it. I'll just get my guns at the ballers and then just shoot everyone. But it's still fun. Whichever way you decide to play these games, it's still tremendous fun. the legend itself, Halo and Halo 2. Halo 1 is miles better than Halo 2 in my opinion. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but put it that way, that game I could not stop playing. I was so hyped, like everyone else in the world, for the release of this. And I was working in Curry's, and they had an offer on. It was $39.99, and for 1 pence you could get, I think it was Midway Arcade, one of those games or something. Put this on. I was more interested. I stopped playing that, and I played the other game, or Title Legend. I can't remember. It was like the old school arcade games, and I had it for a penny. I was more into that. It took me a while to get into that, you know. It's a good game, but I think the hype was so high for it. I needed to manage my expectations, I think. Godzilla Save Thy Earth. Very good game. I think I spoke about that on the channel as well. Look how dark it's getting. I'm still here. Can you see me? How many fingers am I holding up? Very good game. Get that, because Godzilla games, I'm noticing a trend. I'm not a trend seller, but I'm noticing Godzilla games tend to go up in value. So get it before it's too late. Ghost Recon 2, haven't got around to playing that yet, but I always enjoy shooters on this system. Gauntlet 7 Sorrows, can't remember, it was a YouTuber playing this. It looked like a ton of fun, but I think I bought that recently. I bought this last week. Full Spectrum Warrior. I'm looking forward to playing this, but I'm not going to do another shooting game, first-person shooter or tactical shooter, I think this is, whilst I'm playing The Division. So you've got to wait until I finish that. Another only on Xbox game. I didn't realise I was only on Xbox. Far Cry Instincts. Maybe it was only the Xbox could handle the power, you know, could run the game. So if you haven't played it, it's a very good-looking game. Forza Motorsport, awesome game. I lived there when that first came out. Back in the day, drink up boys. Fable, I've told you my thoughts of this, love it. But I've got the Fable, it's on the Xbox 360, they did an anniversary collection. The controls aren't as good as I remember them being, but other than that, it's a good story, it's good core gameplay is still there. This is a game I had back in the day. Enclave, it's still got the stickers on it. It's okay. But I remember when I lived in Paris, I was so bored, right? Because I couldn't speak French. I bought the game magazine in Paris, so I couldn't read it. But I couldn't, obviously I could see the numbers. I don't think it reviewed particularly well, but I just loved looking at the pictures. I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's so dark in here now on my BBC camera. So I bought it. This reminds me of my time living in Paris. Doom, this is actually Resurrection of Evil, Doom 3, sorry. I don't think that's the full game, because I started playing that, and it was like, as if I'm halfway through a game kind of thing. So that's like a DLC, I suppose. Awesome game alert, Deus Ex Invisible War. This is my first introduction to the world of Jensen. I've been in love with him ever since. What a fucking cool guy. Really good game this is. I strongly recommend it. Good story. And I've said it before, apparently you can finish those games without killing anyone or fighting anyone, you know. So, Destroy All Humans. Surprised I haven't played that. I can't remember. I think I picked it up. It says 15 quid there, but I didn't pay. I had that for either £1 or £2. I think. I don't remember paying much for it. It's reminded me I've got it. They'll do the next two together. Dead or Alive 3, awesome. And Dead or Alive Ultimate. Very happy to have these games in my collection. I might do one of these, I'm not sure which one, on my Around the World of 80 fighting games. But yes, happy days. I love the Dead or Alive on this channel. Haven't played this. I think it was £1 or something. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I really enjoyed the movies back then. Back in the day. Drink up, boys. You thought I wasn't going to say it then, didn't you? So back in the day, drink up. Oh, sorry, it's getting boring now, isn't it? I haven't played it. It looks like a good laugh, you know. I haven't watched that film for so long, you know. I must rectify it. Right, I'm just going to grab these games without toppling everything over. We've just got that much to go, so I'll go as quick as I can. Really good game now. It took me ages to find it. I played the waiting game. Crimson Skies. Again, it's only on Xbox. Let's do that again. Again, it's only on Xbox. Bullseye. Look at that. Rustle it out. Edit that out, Russell. Cheers, fam. Very good looking game. The controls are really tight as well. It's a flying like combat. I don't know how to explain it. Like an air pilot. You're in an aeroplane. So I'm going back to basics now. You're in an airplane flying around and dogfights. That's what it's called. Yeah, very good game. This I could have paid for a minty copy like that. Complete inbox. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. For a good copy, they were quite pricey on eBay, like 15-20 quid. And I noticed in CX it was something like 4 quid. So I thought I'd play the waiting game. Swansea had one for ages, but it looked like I don't know what it'd been used for, you know. Maybe like they had it. They couldn't afford a cat's bowl for cat food, and the cat was eating off this. You know, they don't actually supposed to be used for that. They don't double as a animal pet feeding bowl. But yeah, so I played the waiting game, and I think I did see it in CX, maybe Newport. So chuffed to find that. Conquer Reloaded. I was a little bit disappointed with this game, actually. It was quite expensive. Didn't play it back in the day. Drink up, boys. I don't know what that was. That's how I drink, see. Yeah, maybe I'll need to go back to it, you know. Maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind. Celebrity Deathmatch. But for the lols, basically. So that should be a good laugh. I haven't played it yet. One of the best games of all time. Not my favourite version. So you got Capcom versus SNK 2. Brilliant game. Brilliant roster. This looks the best on it, but it runs slightly better on the game Poob. Capcom Fighting Jam. I'm a big fan. I've talked about that recently. Call of Duty 2. Big deal back then. But I remember this came out and Call of Duty came out on the Xbox. On the Xbox 360. And the advert are showing the Xbox 360. And it's quite crafty. It made everyone think this version was the version you were seeing on the advert. And when you played, you were like, it looks okay, but it doesn't look anywhere near as good as it did on the adverts. Blinks 2. Haven't got around to playing that. I've heard good things about it. And again, it's in my collection of only on Xbox. Two Brick Forces. You know, I love it so much. I got two. No, sorry, it was 50p and it crashed. It run okay after about 4 hours. It's not the longest a game. It's about a 10-hour game, 8 to 10 hours. So maybe I'm about the halfway point. It crashed. So I bought another copy and I haven't got round to getting past that point to make sure it runs. Now, the only on Xbox game, Bruce Lee. My mate had this growing up back in the day. Yeah, my mate had that. Another word for back in the day. We didn't really like it, but because I'm going for that only on Xbox collection, same as this. I did play this, Zurich. I remember visually it was good, but there was some it was quite. Remember the shadowing was done really poor. I remember it was in going up like this cave, and everything was all shadowed, but the enemies, there was no shadow on them, so it looked like they were flying, but they're actually walking towards you, coming down this the ramp in this cave. I thought, really? So I stopped playing it. Armed and Dangerous. This is a really funny game, if I remember right. Thoroughly enjoyed this back in the day. Yeah, so I strongly recommend that. I don't think it's an expensive game. A beautiful looking game as well. I don't know if you can see the graphics with my BBC camera. Nearly there, guys. Last two. Area 51. I watched a YouTube video on this. I'm amazed I haven't played this game yet. It looks right up my alley if I'm in the mood to play a first-person shooter. Yeah, I watched a video saying, I played this in 2020. And yeah, it seems to hold up. And the last game is Amped. Another only on Xbox game. I think I've only recently picked this up. I think I picked this up 2 weeks ago, so I haven't had time to play it yet, but it does look very good. I think I got Amp 3 on the Xbox 360, so there must be an Amp 2 out there. I don't know if it's on the Xbox or 360, you know. So, there we are. Before it goes pitch black, I've got my this hoodie's massive, isn't it? Gee whiz. What's happening? Makes me feel good because I've lost a bit of weight. Still a fat bastard though, calm down. Yeah, please Hadouken that subscribe button. I don't know what that was. Hadouken! That subscribe button. Like this video. Let me know, is it any games I'm missing from my collection? Unlike my GameCube, I'm pretty much done with that console. There's only 1 or 2 games. But I always check out the Xbox section when I'm in these game stores on the hunt, I might, even within the next time I do one of these videos, there might be double the amount of games here, because it's really cheap to buy for this console at the moment, So, before it goes pitch black, thank you very much for watching. As always, love you, bye!